Hey, living environment friends and frenemies, we made it to Friday, getting down on Friday, weekend, big weekend coming up. Heard it might snow a little bit this weekend. That would be pretty something else now that it's springtime, right? What do you think about the upcoming snow? Are you happy or sad? Anyway, snow on Saturday, regardless, won't cancel school, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, we were talking about Mendel and genetics and genetic expression and Punnett squares. So that's what we've been talking about over the last few days. And yeah, a reminder, your test on all this stuff and all genetic engineering and stages of the cell cycle and all that stuff is next week on Wednesday. So hopefully you've started studying for that, or maybe not. You're the one who has to take the test, right? Yeah, for the test, there'll be some new rules on tests. I won't be allowing you to take it as many times as you wish. So maybe you want to study a little bit more. I'll talk about that a little bit more in class today. All right.
All right. Hey now. Mr. Kovacs class. It's Mr. Kovacs class. You might learn on time. It's Mr. Kovacs class.
He's interested too.
It's Mr. Kovacs class. And he's super cool. It's Mr. Kovacs class.
The old Punnett squares, Reginald Punnett, right? When we talk about alleles and combinations and probabilities, we use the Punnett square. And if you remember, right, we take one parent, it doesn't matter which one, mom or dad, on one side of the top and one on the others on the side, and we put their alleles, right? So remember, if mom was tongue out, using the face game, she had one capital T and homozygous tongue out, right? She's gonna put in her egg cell either this T or that T, right? Punnett square. Let's say dad was crazy psycho face. Little p. You remember that capital letters represent dominant traits and lowercase letters represent recessive traits. And then we'll fill in the blank. Well, you tell me, what are the chances of this kid coming out tongue out? Great. Yeah, because you know that in each box, you're gonna get the same outcome. Big T, little p. Big T, little p, big T, little p, right? You got T, P in every box, so every box is going to come out tongue out. Every box is going to be heterozygous for tongue out. They're all going to look like mom and not at all like dad. Often when we do Punnett squares, like the ones you'll see on the Regents, it'll always be about fur color. It's always about fur color, like in mice or guinea pigs or something. And it was always like, you had a black furred mouse, big B. They often use the same letter, little b, for the white furred mouse, right? So this is a mouse with black fur, but it's heterozygous. And if we had crossed it with another black furred mouse that was heterozygous, will you tell me, what are the offspring going to look like? How many offspring are going to have black fur? Good. How many offspring are going to have white fur? Great. You know that these three, the big B is going to show up in these three squares, or these three boxes. Therefore, these three will be black furred baby mice or rats or whatever we're talking about. And only the last box, which gets the little b, the white fur allele from both parents, is going to show up being white furred. Right? Punnett square. Live it, love it, learn it. Here, let's do one more for kicks and giggles. Back to the face game for our last one. Let's say we had a crazy psycho face. Right? That's mom. Crazy psycho face. She's homozygous. And her partner is going to be fish face, but heterozygous, carrying the chicken allele. Okay. I want to know, what are the chances that their offspring will be fish face like dad? What are the chances that their offspring will be crazy psycho chicken? What are the chances that their offspring will look like mom? Good. If all of those make sense to you, you have mastered the Punnett square. Congratulations. Punnett squares, the pinnacle of biology class. Yes, if you've mastered the Punnett squares, you can give yourself a nice pat on the back. You deserved it. Yeah, it's all about making predictions about the outcomes of genetic crosses, the Punnett square. And you have to know words like homozygous, heterozygous, dominant, recessive, phenotype, genotype, alleles. Those are words that you should be familiar with now, and you'll definitely see on the test next week. All right, it's Friday, got to get down on Friday. Let's work towards the weekend. All right, let's do it.